on Jim Venetos Golf Academy.
Welcome back in, everybody. Golf Talk Radio with Mike and Billy, right here on the Golf Talk Radio Network. Going to continue our interview with Jim Venetos. Check out JimVenetosGolfAcademy.com. It's Venetos. Jim, you're still with us?
I am.
Okay, cool.
He's got those students on the tee going, Jim, where are you, Jim?
No, actually, he's hitting sweet little draws. So he's fine.
Awesome. Yeah, leave alone. That's awesome.
Jim, do you ever yell at your students, spine?
Mike's done that yet.
We have a running joke.
Mike and I came across we were playing golf, and the people in front of us, the husband or somebody's trying to teach the lady.
Oh, God.
And he's yelling at her, spine angle, head still. Oh, my God. The lady was in tears. We drove by and went, oh, this poor woman.
It was bad.
It was so bad.
It was really bad.
He was really mad at her, too.
Yeah, he was.
So,
right.
I'm going to start this question with Ian because it's going to lead right to you, Jim, okay? So, Ian, how did you come across this gentleman? What happened?
Well, I was unhappy with my golf swing, and I've been known to tinker with it over the years.
No, really?
And so I was on YouTube, and I was looking up an old swing that I had followed and never done very well with. But I thought, well, maybe I need to give it a second chance, and up came one of Jim's YouTubes on the side, and I looked at that, and I clicked on it, and then that was it.
The rest is history.
Yeah, I mean, it was like made all the difference.
So, Jim, during the break, I asked Ian that same question, and because you said you're out teaching, right? Are you in Arizona? Is that what you said?
I'm in Nevada right now.
You're in Nevada.
I teach normally out of Palm Springs.
Yeah, cool. I was just there.
I also travel to teach, and right now I'm driving. I've done this a few times. I'm driving across the country to meet up with students and teach them along the way.
This is cool because obviously there's two ways to get to you. There's one online, which is Ian's been doing, and they send videos, I'm assuming, and so do you flip his? Do you reverse his video so you can look at it right-handed?
Well, I have a great website it's a third-party website called Power Chalk where I do all my analysis on. And yes, you could flip people from. I could flip my swing into a left-handed swing.
That's so cool. And then, so awesome. Obviously, and you can tell us more about that. But and also you have your own academy somewhere in Palm Springs. I was just in Coachella Valley. Are you in Palm Springs? Or are you more Indio or where are you in Palm Springs?
Palm Springs proper, basically.
Very cool. Yeah, there's also you're in India 1 minute and you're so. I was there last week when the tennis tournament was going on. We were at an academy in Coachella Valley,
cool.
Right next to they had the big Masters major tennis tournament. So there was no one around town. But anyways, online, which is obviously you're traveling around the country to find your students. That's pretty cool, by the way, that you're finding them and working with them. That's exciting. But so what's your business? Is it more online? Is it more in person or equal?
Oh, I'd say it's about equal. I've been teaching in person for the whole 25 years, and the website launched 3.5 years ago. So in the last 3.5 years, it's been really wonderful because I'm now reaching out globally, and I'm teaching students, which is so great. I'm teaching students that I've never met. In a matter of a few months, they have rapid improvement, and our only interaction is through email, through video, or my phone number is always available to my students too, so they can call me. But there's no in-person meeting, and yet the person still improves, and that's simply because I have a format. I have a template that they could follow, and the form of their body is the setup position. So if you just simply apply the sequence of pivot, grip, and stay still, you start to quickly develop the action, which, as a matter of fact, this is something I'd like to do because you guys are so great. How about this? So you guys could follow maybe one of your listeners. I'd like to give away a free lifetime subscription. It's for the lifetime of the school. It's a $500 value.
Wow.
If you guys want to give it away right now to a caller or something like that, and that way you could see that caller's progress and maybe be able to just have some sort of documentation where you see not only it's Ian, but there's lots of guys that once they start this process, sure enough, they start to have this really nice improvement.
Well, that is extremely kind of you to offer, and we will do such a thing. We'll plan it, and we'll make it a great special on the show. But something you just said intrigued me. You said you pivot, you grip, and you stay still. When you mean stay still, are you talking about the center line of your body, your spine, or you stay still around it? Is that what you mean by still? What does it? What do you mean?
So like the traditional swing would say that the center of the swing is the spine. I believe the center of the body is the spine, but the center of my swing is the forward side of my body. So when I say stay still, I'm holding the my weight still on my forward foot. And as I do that, it basically holds the whole structure in a closed position. So just like Iron Byron, like you guys were mentioning, if we moved Iron Byron in the middle of the swing, Iron Byron would not be a very good golfer.
No, he would not. Yes.
Right? So by it staying still, it allows for this success. And the same thing is true with me. The ball doesn't move, so why would I want to shift my weight or move any of my structure? Because then I'd have to return it, and that requires timing. And that's where I kind of feel that the traditional swing is dealing with a lot of timing because you have all the movement. So sure, you can execute it, but it's really demanding. And even, the thing that I think exposes some of the traditional swing is, as great as the PGA Tour players are, they still have lots of inconsistency. And as much as the average golfer tries to improve, they really don't improve very much. So it tells me, you know what? Maybe there's something wrong with the method. This is 25 years ago, my thought process. And so for me, I just, because I learned from Peter Kostis and Eddie Merrins when I was in high school. I had that wonderful opportunity to learn from them. And I reached a point where I realized I want to hit a solid, tight draw. So is there a form that I could assume that will create that function? Form follows function. And that's where the setup position is all founded in. If setup position that creates a solid draw.
If someone struggles with their flexibility, so once they lock in, does that make a difference? So you're shaking your head.
Does not at all. Does not at all.
And that's a funny thing because of the circle. When the club works in a circle, it works dynamically optimal. And so if you just make it work, and this would then justify throughout time. We've seen like Ian Woosnam had a short swing, but he hit it far. We've seen lots of guys with short swings hit it far. So it's like, maybe it's not all about the length of the swing. Maybe it's about getting the club to work properly. And how does the club have to work? It has to work in a circle.
I just realized, Jim, when the first golf professional I worked for when I was going through my apprenticeship, PGA apprenticeship, Scott Sikich, he taught me how to hit wedges the way that you're teaching people to swing the golf club.
Yes.
And when I was, now that I'm 30 years in the golf, or rather, when I was playing a lot at that time, because you're trying to do your player ability test and you're doing all those things, I was so dialed in with my wedges, I felt like I could put it right next to the hole or in the hole every time. And I love hearing what you're teaching because I'm excited. I want to try it on a bigger level because I still will hit those shots with wedges. I still will use the setup that Scott taught me.
I think the key is, though, once you get into that still position and on that side, is that if you're traditional to transfer or to move, then you got some problems, right?
Yeah.
So
the thing about
so you got to stay still for this to work, man. You could get caught up and hit.
You have to forget everything about the old golf swing. Right. You got to just buy into this and
I'm sure
do it.
I'm sure Jimmy explained all that.
But
there's this hard. You can teach an old dog new tricks.
Well, and I understand that. That's why when I use that technique for wedges from like 100 yards and in, I had to kind of reset.
Yeah.
When I went to my driver, I mean, it was great, but I had to be really aware of how I was setting up and what I was doing.
In his system, you don't have to.
No,
reset.
that's what I love about it.
With everything, from anywhere with anything.
But if I did that, which I'm going to go try, I'm so used to. I have a lot of movement. I'm the old Nicklaus style, or you drive, big weight transfers and back behind.
Join the force, Phil. Join the force.
I'm feeling the force, man. But you have to be really aware not to come out of that spot.
You have to be really aware to stay still.
Yeah, and boy, I haven't been able to stand still in 50 years of my life. I mean, I'm still. I can't sit still at all. I had a little problem here, little issue. Drugs.
Yeah. Well, so here's the thing, and it's a great point that you bring up about the wedges, and this is something that I tell better players because better players do stay still with wedges.
Yes, they
do stay still in the short game, and so all I say is, it's the same action except for I show you how to expand it all the way up to driver and maintain that same stillness.
Yeah, I got to.
That's awesome.
I got to try.
And you don't probably advocate a wrist hinge like in the wedges either too much. I mean, it's more of the. Is that right? He's
going to burn you here. Go ahead, Jim. Burn him.
Burn me.
How the wrists hinge or when they hinge is all based upon the setup position. So when you set up into a closed position and your grip is strong, the hands will tend to want to have a little more hinge to them than if you had a weak grip. But it's not crucial. What's crucial in this swing is simply that you stay still from a closed position with your body on a closed axis.
Yeah.
So I have some
I don't feel
for example,
burned.
I have a great mini tour pro who's a really solid player. He set course record at my old home course of 61 with a bogey after breaking it prior to that with 63 and 62. He's a great, great player. He sets his hands at the top of the swing. I set my hands as the club comes away. Neither of us think about it.
Right.
The thing that makes us both good is we both stay still.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's awesome. I just wish I could stay still.
Yeah, Billy. Jim, Billy has a really.
I have a little OCD little thing going on.
Well, think about this too.
A
You know
little
how
ADD.
on the tour, all the time they might reference that under pressure, players have a hard time moving fluidly, right?
Yeah.
And so this swing actually under pressure performs even better because, sure enough, it's hard to move when you're feeling that pressure. It's hard to have that rhythm and that fluidity. So when I get under pressure, I tend to hit it better because it forces me to stay more still. Make sense?
It does make 100%.
Totally makes sense.
So if you want to get in touch with this gentleman and get his system and learn and get better and crisper and draw the ball, Jim Venetos, you got to go to JimVenetosGolfAcademy.com and get to meet this man. We're going to be offering a lifetime package with him in the near future. We're going to figure out how to work that into our show, Jim. Can't thank you enough for your time. And do you have some final comments? I know I don't want to get you cut off at the national break.
Yeah, no, it's my pleasure, and I got to tell you, you guys are a blast, and I think it's a wonderful thing that you do for golf, that you help to promote it and to spread the message, because that's all I want to do. I just want to help people play better.
Well,
Awesome.
it's
Thank
awesome,
you,
and thanks for what you do for the game of golf. We appreciate it. Thanks for your time.
And I'll be jumping in there a lot more with what you got. I'm very excited to check it out. So I appreciate that
Very
opportunity.
cool.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks, Jim.
Thank you. Have a great one.
You too.
And this show, is it really almost 10 o'clock?
Almost 10 o'clock.
This show
Amazing.
flew by. I mean, is this really
Amazing.
almost 1 o'clock?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. That's right here.
So-
We're getting used to the whole setup now.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So
People wanted to hear us more, which I couldn't believe that, to be honest with you.
And we get a lot of people trying to find us now because they are not aware. So I've got people calling me, "Hi,
Yeah.
I lost you. Where are you guys now?" So that's kind of neat. So they're thinking of us.
Yeah,
Now
I
that
had
they know
people ask
people
me
ask you too. So now that I'm the old fat
And it only took 4 years? What, 10 years? 10 years to get you in the studio.
I know.
Ian.
What's up with that? You got to come back. Let's talk about specials.
know.
Let's relate
It's not easy being
restaurant
me.
owning and golf.
Okay.
Ooh,
There's
there we
got to
go.
be.
We got to make a topic.
There's got
on that for a
because there's
show.
there's pre-set up. I mean, there's all kinds of things. You
Prep.
get prep. There's prep.
Yeah.
You know, there's
Hey.
Ingredient.
Who's your team made of? Right?
absolutely. There's the presentation.
Yeah. Exactly. Hey, thank you to all of
Slicing
our
and jicing.
thank you to all of our partners, Mr. Ian McPhee in studio. Check out McPhee'sGrill.com, also VegasGolfTheGame.com, OrangeWhipGolf.com, and McGowie Health Group. Thank you, everybody. You guys
Thank
keep
you
it
for
on course.
listening to Golf Talk Radio.
We
with
never
Mike
got to
and
jokes
Billy.
of the
Be sure
day.
to visit
So
our
we're
partners
back.
on the web. TaylorMade Golf, Slick Sticks, Paso Robles Golf Club.com, McPhee'sGrill.com, and McGowie Health Group, and Nikki Anderson Realtor. Visit the Golf Talk Radio website, golftalkradio.com, to listen to free podcasts and to download the Golf Talk Radio phone app. Follow GTR on Facebook or Twitter. Join us again next week for more local, national, and world golf events, as well as golf trivia and special guests on the Golf Talk Radio Network.